7. Entire roller coaster. With a few hours of construction, a wig, some garbage cans, and a few noodle pools, you and all your friends can hit the streets dressed entirely as a bunch of people on a roller coaster. Feel free to make your costumes as cartoonish and unrealistic as possible to make it even better. 26. Che Guevara. You know what's a great costume idea? A Che Guevara t-shirt. No? The costume isn't just wearing a Che Guevara t-shirt, I mean like go as an actual Che Guevara t-shirt. An anti-capitalist Marxist icon being turned into a stencil to be mass-produced on clothes for Americans to wear is already pretty ironic. But you know you want to take that irony to a whole new level with this costume. 25. Freudian slip. When you're usually talking about a Freudian slip, it's because of something someone did on accident rather than something someone did deliberately. Regardless, this Freudian slip costume is the perfect nerdy academic reference guaranteed to give you all the compliments from your mum. I mean, friends that you crave. 24. Sputnik. Sputnik 2 was a Soviet spaceship that launched a dog named Laika into space, and this Flickr user known as VietnamTid, who crafted an ODE to the Sputnik 2, complete with a little cutout in the costume to show off his very own Laika. Luckily, this dog survived its trip to Sputnik. 23. 50 Shades of Grey. If you want to be popular with the ladies on October 31st, you might want to try going as the super popular book 50 Shades of Grey. Rather than going as a Seattle business magnate with ropes and bondage, you can just cover yourself in grey paint palettes and pretty much get the same effect. 22. Stick figure costume. If you're a little stuck on an idea for a costume and need something last minute, consider this stick figure costume. Stick figures are pretty much the base level of creativity for anyone, so why not extend that to your Halloween costume? With just some solid colour clothes and duct tape or glow sticks, you can turn your minimal artistic talent into a full-blown costume. 21. Play-Doh Plato. Plato is a famous philosopher, a pivotal figure in higher learning and philosophy, and often referred to as one of the founders of Western philosophy and science. It also sounds exactly like Play-Doh, the colourful sculpting clay designed for kids. This perfect Halloween costume combines both of these things for the best/worst pun ever. AT-AT Dog. If you already have a Star Wars themed costume ready to go, why not extend your geekiness to your pets and force your dog to wear this AT-AT costume and bring them along to all your dress up parties this October. 19. Planet of the Dinos. Ever seen a man go in costume as a dinosaur with a man in a cage? We can't say we've seen it either, which at least makes this wacky costume pretty original. Maybe this man is going as the alternative ending to Jurassic Park, where dinosaurs take over Planet of the Apes style. 18. Gingerbread Man. While this costume was originally constructed for some high school's career dress-up day, we think that any natural redhead with some loose loaves of day-old bread standing around can turn themselves into a gingerbread man for Halloween too. 17. Downton Abbey. Rob Cockerham decided that he would do Halloween as Downton Abbey, not as any of those snooty English nobles or poor servants, but of the actual Downton Abbey, like the castle. After some meticulous cutting and pasting, Cockerham turned the iconic castle into a wearable costume complete with little peek holes in the main tower's windows for him to look out of. 16. Hopping IHOP sign. Paralympian and motivational speaker Josh Sundquist lost his leg to cancer when he was just 9 years old, but he didn't lose his sense of humour. He turned a joke about leg amputees hopping around into an actual costume. Sundquist became a hopping IHOP sign. 15. Leg lamp. Josh Sundquist didn't just do one gag costume utilising his single leg. He also spent one Halloween as the leg lamp prop from A Christmas Story. It also seems to come complete with a functioning light. 14. Taco Bell. Ready for the ultimate combination of Mexican fast food and Disney princesses? Take a look at Taco Bell, the princess who loves books and tacos. This costume is the work of Olivia Mears, who used actual taco wrappers to accent her dress. This glamorous taco dress is actually the follow-up to the first photo of Mears that went viral when she was just a normal Princess Belle and went into Taco Bell, without realizing the pun she was creating. 13. Iron Man. He's a literal iron, but he also has that battery heart, which probably allows him to power steam the wrinkles out of your clothes. 12. Florence and the Machine. For one Halloween, musician and lead singer of the Arctic Monkeys, Alex Turner, went as another famous musician, Florence and the Machine. Here, Alex is obviously the machine. 11. Dunkin' Donuts. Some people might think going to a costume party as a donut is cute. Others might show up as a basketball player and call it a day. But the truly incredible would combine these things and go as Dunkin' Donuts. 10. Tippi Hedren. What's scarier than the infamous 1963 horror movie The Birds? The female lead Tippi Hedren and the infamous horrific birds make for a great costume, and all you need are some torn up clothes and bird props. 9. Potheads. If you have access to some giant fake potted flowers, all you need to do is stick your head inside of them and turn yourself into a pothead for Halloween. My theory is that the woman that seems to be out of costume is actually going as one of the pothead's wives, Mary Jane. 8. Ceiling fan. If you want to be the coolest person in the room, try recreating this person's ceiling fan costume. Actually, if you consider the actual function of a ceiling fan, you'll make everyone else in the room feel cooler. 7. Low poly video game character. With some paper crafting and a little planning, you can turn yourself into a low poly video game version of yourself. Although, some people might think you have a big ego if you go as yourself, and your head is almost as wide as your shoulders. 6. Plastic green soldier. Going as a soldier is a nice costume to wear to a party, but you could easily level up by coating your body an entire costume in shiny green acrylic and turn your old-timey soldier costume into a little green man toy. If you get a few friends to join you, you'll have the whole set. 5. Human centipede. Spiders and bugs are a little contrived as far as Halloween costumes go, so this woman decided to go as a rarer bug, the human centipede, and it just might be the most terrifying costume on this list. She either won scariest costume in the office that day or most hilarious, but that really depends on who you ask. 4. Paparazzi mob. With just a few pieces of black cardboard, some prop cameras, bulbs and masks, you can turn yourself into a mob of paparazzi, hounding some celebrities or red carpet walkers. And for just a few seconds, you might be able to trick people into thinking you have enough friends to have a group costume as a bunch of paparazzos. 3. The Flaming Carrot. This is a man wearing a flaming carrot costume. No, this isn't a pun or some sort of joke costume. He's actually cosplaying the real life comic book hero Flaming Carrot. While the Flaming Carrot is the actual protagonist of his own comic, he was never exactly on par with Batman or Superman, since one of his main powers was something called Zen Stupidity. 2. Nude Sims. Sexy Halloween costumes are always a trendy and popular choice, and what's sexier than being completely nude? This nude sim costume is an exercise in creativity and fun that lets you be even more scandalous than the sexy cat girl at your Halloween party, while also letting you stay completely covered up. 1. Doctor and Patient Illusion. We've already shown you a few optical illusion costumes, but this one might take the cake. This is a doctor and patient one-man costume with an incredibly realistic dummy. It might take you a few seconds to actually figure out which body has the man